Day 3 of 100 Days of Handyman, and I'm going to go ahead and apologize for the audio right now because my kid missed the bus, and I'm having to record this while driving. Yesterday's video was a pretty short video, and that's because it was Memorial Day, so I only had one job. Just a wall oven, but if you caught that episode, you'll see that it wasn't just a wall oven, it was going into an actual wall. And the opening was an inch short and about half an inch too wide. Believe it or not, wall ovens are not meant to go into walls. Well, they can, but then replacing it becomes a pain in the butt. So today we have yet another wall oven. This one, there's going to be quite a gap, so we need to fill that gap. Luckily, they have white cabinets, so we're going to get us some white spray paint, and I got the table saw in the back of the truck. We'll get us a piece of already finished pine from Home Depot or the Homeless Despot. And then after that, we have a consult on a potential somewhat big job. It's not really too big, but a dishwasher where there's never been a dishwasher before, which can seem very complicated. But as long as you know what you're doing, it can be done. It's going to be a mediocre paying day. It's a slow day. We had other jobs on the schedule, but they rescheduled, one canceled. And that's just something that happens. And if you start a business, you need to be prepared for that. Just because that job's on the schedule doesn't mean that you're going to get to do it. Many, many such cases where people wait until the night before to cancel. And several that don't say anything until you show up, and then they tell you that they called so-and-so and told them, even though you're very clear on the fact that you don't work with so-and-so. My favorite, one that happens the most. Wrecker and Burger comes to install a dishwasher. They're not able to get it in, usually because of some rules they have to prevent damage. Let's say the opening is 33 5/8, and they require their guys to have 34. They tell the customer, hey, this guy could probably do it. Or they call me and say, hey, this was an issue. Can you do it? Either way, I inevitably get in contact with the customer, explain to them that I don't work for Wrecker and Burger, but I am their go-to guy for the more difficult jobs. Get them on the schedule. And then the day I show up, they've already put it in themselves. More power to you. I'm okay with that. I don't mind. I do wish that you would have called me. And typically the response at that point is, well, I called Wrecker and Burger and I left them a voicemail telling them that I got it in. Why didn't you call me? You left Wrecker and Burger a voicemail. So you didn't even actually talk to anybody. Obviously, I never got that message. Running a handyman business, you will need to deal with some crazy customers. And I don't say that to be mean. When I say crazy, I mean actually crazy. I have had a guy try to hold me hostage before, and the police were called. He purchased a normal sized dishwasher. He had an ADA. ADAs are several inches shorter than normal sized dishwashers. Needless to say, the normal sized dishwasher could not fit. So he decided to block my truck in with his Mustang. From then, began to threaten me and tell me that he wasn't going to let me leave until I put in this dishwasher that didn't fit. Needless to say, the police were called. The police told him to move his car, and once the police are involved, all of a sudden the crazy goes away. Well, kind of. He still argued with the police officer about the dishwasher, but he did move his car, and I was allowed to leave. So that's the crazy story for today. And that, believe it or not, that is not the worst that I've dealt with. We're going to drive to a place where we drop off old appliances, just old appliances. And then we're going to head to the homeless death spa and get stuff for this job and get to the job, hopefully in a somewhat timely manner. Let's get to it. Believe it or not, I was actually looking forward to this job because I love problem solving. That's what got me into this business. And the opportunity to break out the table saw, even though my table saw is quite dangerous and has thrown several things back at me, is just something that I like to do. I like the danger, I like the problem solving. So it was fun, and we used the wood filler that turns natural color when it dries, but obviously this never dried because we never got the job finished. So this is it. Whoa. All right, day 2 done in the books. We got it done. So day 2 was, like I said at the beginning, another wall oven. It was also a console. I didn't record the console because it was basically going in and taking pictures and seeing if we get a dishwasher in there, which we can't get it where she originally wanted it, but we found a way to get it done. So that'll probably be in an upcoming video because supposedly they will have it at the beginning of June and we can get started. The wall oven. Oh my Lanta, the wall oven. So I suggested a 30, but I did take notes. So when the salesperson called me and told me they still went with the 27-inch Frigidaire, I was somewhat prepared. Well, I was prepared. I was not prepared for how long wood filler takes to dry on a painted surface. So we didn't get it done today. We're getting it done tomorrow. We did work on it pretty much all day today. We did leave for a little while to go check out that dishwasher to give the wood filler time to dry, and then when we went to sand the wood filler, it started coming off in clumps. If it's getting clumpy, then it's not dry. Put on another layer, gave it another hour to dry, still wasn't dry. But that was today. Today was one wall oven and a consultation on a future dishwasher job. A dishwasher job that will pay decent money, where we will be running electric from an outlet to under the sink, putting in a switch, and then running it from the switch to the dishwasher because National Electric Code states that if it has a motor, it must have a shutoff in the same room. So that's why we need the light switch. But hope you guys keep coming around, and yeah, we'll just keep having fun and keep working on this until there's nothing to work on anymore. Until I know what I'm doing here and I get better at editing and I'm more entertaining. But yeah, questions, concerns, political outcries, leave it down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.